and welcome back. So we're still in Cork. This is day 2 of our Cork tours, and this is St. Senon's Abbey here, and we're going to take a look around. We have some beautiful headstones in here, but we have also got some amazing mausoleums as well. So I'm going to flip you around and we're going to take a wander around. So the area is called Inishkara, and as I said, this is St. Senon's. Wow, so we're able to walk right in. Not sure what it says up there. See 1776 on that sign, all right. Well, let's have a look. So we have a few tombs, but I've also just noticed some, it's like bed clothing, so I'm sure there's homeless people probably staying here at night, which is kind of sad really. This is Major John, not sure of the surname. So it's erected by Major John Galway, I think it is, 1836 there, and it's for his wife Bridget. There's quite a lot of writing on it, but these beautiful rails, and this, as I said, is just inside the structure of the church. So I also see a lot of graffiti there on the walls and more there. But once again, look at this tree. Now, we were in a place yesterday and the tree was somewhat similar in the sense it grew up right in the middle of the church. Sacred to the memory of the Reverend Rice Vesey, it looks like. No, sorry, Reverend George Vesey, curate of the parish of Inishkara, who departed this life in perfect peace, 1852, aged just 42. Grave Visitations has the torch, so I'm just going to see if he can read any of this for me. See, there's a Major John.
Major John
Galway.
In memory of his beloved wife Bridget Ellen, who died March 1836, aged
36 I think,
years
yeah.
old.
Unexcelled, is it? In a something. And then the writing is, there's also daughter there. Very hard to read it, isn't there? You see these rails, but also there's more rails here. These would have been off a tomb, I'd imagine. And then these look like a gate, unless these were on the entrance of the church. But see what I noticed just in here, it looks like we have a homeless person sleeping here at night because we have bedclothes just kind of pushed in there. Yeah. So we have a lovely arched door, and a bell tower there as well. But see those two ladies coming in, they're actually looking after their father's grave there. They're actually good crack. Good Cork women. But it is very much like it's going to crumble away soon enough, but that would have been the bell tower. Have you something there as well? Here lieth the body of
Matthew Jones.
Is it the Reverend Matthew Jones? I think it is. Who was prebend of Donamore, departed this life in 1717. And also the body of his granddaughter Susan Parker, who departed this life 1724 there.
7 years later,
Yeah.
she died.
So let's just have a look up through this. Oh, that is pretty cool there, isn't it? So you can see 2 mausoleums there. But we're going to go around here first, this side, and have a look at this one right down at the back. And then we'll read a few of the headstones. This mausoleum looks amazing as well, doesn't it? There's a lovely crest over the door there. Just there. That crest is actually really nice, isn't it? It's like a thistle on it. Some vines and flowers, but above it,
Justum, Justum, Enacem.
is there an L before that E?
Enacem, Justum Enacem. Actually, what's on that? There's a ladder, a flower, and even it looks like a starfish.
Yeah, I see that actually.
Or-
But look, above the crest is like,
And a hand as well.
is it a horse above it?
There's a horse above it, yeah.
That is cool, isn't it? So you'd wonder, would there have been like statues in there? It's just a huge mausoleum, like, it's massive. And maybe more statues there at one stage. Maybe those were like windows, I don't know. But it's completely covered in ivy as well. Unfortunately, that would have been the door, I'd say, the original door. I don't see any name on it. But it is huge, isn't it? Cork is full of history, isn't it? So full of history. Now let's just walk down along here. I'm going to take a close look then of the mausoleums then. There's a nice one as well. Nora Donovan, 1957, her husband Daniel, 1960, and their son Patrick Joseph, 2003, his son Patrick Joseph, 2006. Beautiful white marble, flowers and ivy, I think there. And then we've this gorgeous one. This is Rita Holland, October 1976, and her husband Denny, 2006. That's gorgeous, isn't it? Beautiful statue of Mary there. And this one then, just behind it, it says Lee at the bottom of it. Has a dove, and it's for John Lee. He was 78 when he passed in 1938, and his wife Helen, 1936 there. Now, when we came here, there was 2 men setting up canoes. So there's actually a river that runs down along beside here. Makes it really serene. This is 1850. Erected by Thomas Lee in memory of his beloved wife Catherine, who departed this life 1850, aged 55. It looks like an older headstone actually. We'll just have a walk down along. We don't want to disturb those ladies. As I said, they're tending their father's grave. So the river would just run right along here. And those men were setting up canoes. So we've lovely iron rails here and like an iron chain, but there doesn't seem to be anything really in there. There's no marker there. Under the trees then. This is a gorgeous one. Andrew John Forrest, 1906. Ellen, his wife, 1916. Their daughters, Mary, 1920. And Lily died, 1946. Joseph Forrest, 1959. His wife, Helena, 1968. And their daughter, Kathleen. And you can see actually the image of our Lord there. Actually almost overgrown underneath this big conifer tree. And actually there is, I don't know whether I'll be able to show you, just there we've a little calf. All on his own, which is unusual. He's just sitting off there enjoying the weather, but look at the views. It's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Right. Now we see some beautiful ones down there. But we'll try and make our way back out again, and I'll switch on the camera then again. So we just spotted this one. And it's on like just a board, but her name is like it's stenciled on it. It's Mary Collins, Greenfield, Ballin, Colleague, 1926 to 1950. So she was quite young. But no other markings there, just that little board. So it's kind of sad, but at least she's remembered.
24.
24, yeah, very young. Now we do have some sort of designs on this one. I think they're flowers, are they? What's this? Oh, look at, it's like two cockerels. Do you see that? Two cockerels. Wow, that's, I don't think we've seen one like that before. Flowers up here and here. And then these two cockerels, but I'm not quite sure what the centerpiece is. But they're pretty cool, completely covered in this lichen. And this says erected by Robert Barrett in memory of his brother, it looks like. Now unfortunately it's all sunk into the ground there, but I do actually, if I pulled back the grass, 1794, yeah. Wow, that's a really cool one. But
there's one up ahead there that will give you a better
oh yeah,
example of it there. The same headstone.
oh yeah, this is a bit easier to see maybe. Yeah. Or roosters maybe would be the better name for them, but you can see them there. 1, 2. Centre's like a chalice with flower designs, ivy. Oh, wow, look at that. And I can't see anything here. It's the body of Felix McCarthy. It's like he departed this life July. This is a little bit later, 1813. But that is fantastic. That's a first for us to find something like that. Ellen Agnes Forrest, B.A. Nelly, October 1980, and of her nephew John Oliver Forrest, Johnny, 2004 here. Huh? Oh yeah, sorry, John died in London there, just at the bottom. Will we'll make our way over. Right, so I've made my way down. Here's the little calf. Beautiful statue here, actually. In loving memory of Catherine O'Sullivan, 1932. Isn't that gorgeous? Joseph Francis, 1938. Jeremiah O'Sullivan, 1940. Jeremiah O'Sullivan, 1958. And Michael O'Sullivan, 1971. And Nora, 1978 there. They are beautiful. Beautiful memorials. A dear husband, father and grandfather, Bill Power, 2001, aged 90. And his beloved wife, Chrissy, 2011, aged 91, together forever. Oh, beautiful photo of the two of them there. An unusual cross. Don't think I've seen one quite like that either. In memoriam Mary E. Mossy, or Mosley, maybe, unsure. October, unsure of the date, could be 1970 something. And Dr. Jack Magner, the date is completely gone. There's a Patricia there as well, and a Renee. But nice designs on that one. Another beautiful headstone there, but no writing whatsoever on it. Right, it is very hard to get around some of these. I see a photo just down here. Now, Michael Bobby Lenehan tragically died as a result of an accident, aged 34, 2003. His mother is with him. So very, very sad there. So that's the little gate you come in. And in front of us then, St. Senon's church. This is the first mausoleum you see when you come in. Now there would have been windows, I'd imagine, in those holes, but look at that door. It's amazing, isn't it? The work. All that stonework. Absolutely gorgeous. Big iron doors, of course. You have the keyhole there. So I wonder, will we take a look, or will I come back and have a look? We'll have a look at the other mausoleums first, and then I'll take the gimbal off.
Yeah.
And we'll have a better look. This one,
take the phone off the gimbal.
Or take the phone off the gimbal. This one looks like it would have had rails around it. You can see it's completely covered in weeds. And it's completely broken, unfortunately. So unless somebody comes now and tries to fix the roof on this, it's going to fall apart. That would have been amazing in its time, with those rails that would have went around it, wouldn't it? Is there any? There's no name on this one either. But I wonder, yeah, I wonder would the name have been here. So that's the side of the mausoleum there. And there's an opening there. So I wonder if I put my gimbal up high, maybe we'd be able to take a look. But it's quite interesting. This one now has, I don't know what's happened this one. We have an iron door and it seems to be sealed up from halfway up. It seems to be sealed up, and then I'm sure the window was maybe glass, but it's all broken and they've filled it up. Yeah, it's all been filled up with stones and stuff. Or do you know what? I'd say that grated iron piece was over the door. That was where that was originally.
That's like a lattice.
Yeah, but it's iron. So absolutely fantastic. Beautiful designs on it. See those wrought iron rails again, and like the pine cone or the acorn. And you can see all the weeds just growing out of the top of it. Wow, look at that. I wonder, were they on the roof of it originally?
Yeah, at the side there.
Yeah, I think so. So they've all come down. We've holes, obvious holes there as well. But I presume they were originally, I don't know, would have glass in them originally. But not surprisingly, this place is quite busy. So we have other families going around looking as well, which is nice. But the design on that is beautiful. And once again, that huge mausoleum just there. Quite amazing. But yeah, a lot of damage being done to it there. As I said, all closed up, but you can actually see, I don't know whether you'll see it in the camera, but there's a keyhole there. So it must have kind of went down into the door, you know, down steps or something into the door. But really, really amazing. So this one also has some beautiful rails on it as well. I don't know whether that's a sign from spirits, is it, if your ear is ringing? This is in loving memory of Louisa Berkeley Wall, third daughter of the Reverend John Wall, Heath House, Queen's County, who fell asleep in Jesus, 1882. Not sure what that says there, but really nice. Those beautiful rails are absolutely stunning. That one, unfortunately, has lost half it. But yeah, Grave Visitation's ear is actually ringing, so I'm just saying to him that's a sign of spirits around him. Or so they say. I don't really know whether that's true or not. But we've two headstones just under these trees. They're actually really, really nice. William Henderson, 1908, aged 45, and of his son James, 1909, aged just 2. Also of his son John William, 1915, aged just 18, and his wife Sarah, 1948. But they are really, really nice. Like roses, I'd imagine. And then the one beside it, wow, this one is lovely as well. We've ivy and berries. JH is on it, and the name is John Henderson. 64 when he passed in 1891. His wife Agnes Henderson, Thomas Henderson, wife Wilhelmina Henderson, family John Henderson, wife Hester Henderson, Captain George Henderson, and Christina Henderson. So there's a full, it's like there's 2 families with their wives remembered here and possibly buried here, really.
That's their initial.
Yeah, JH, yeah. So that's nice that it's on that headstone there, as I said, amongst these gorgeous trees. But just look at it's so nice here, isn't it? Really, really nice. Right, so we're going to try and take a look inside this big iron door. So bear with us. Right, so what we can see actually looking in is like a coffin, stud-lined coffin. Now we have tried with the other little torch, the endoscopy, and it's just not showing up either. But it is there. Maybe that is as good as we're going to get. But the whole place is kind of trashed in there because it's so open at the top from that big round window. But just there, it's the best we're going to show you, really, I'd say. And the camera will try and focus on the that cobweb that's there. But that's it, that's the best we're going to get. There's some coffins too as well in there that are kind of broken down. Yeah, I think you can see something there, can you? Wait till I zoom in first a bit. Shine the torch there again. Is that picking up, Anton? Oh yeah, it's kind of just directly in front of us there. We just have the phone on the extension there on the gimbal, and what you're seeing there is the coffin, and it kind of goes all the way there. Right, let's see if I can just... So where the torch is on now, we have coffins. I don't know whether it's picking it up. So guys, that's just me putting the gimbal up onto this window there, and as I said, you can see like wooded or wooden studded coffins there, so they're still pretty much intact, but then there's some of them that are not. This is lovely, like absolutely amazing. More amazing history here in Cork, and we've got the sun today. We brought the sun with us, which is always helpful when making these videos. Right, so guys, that's it for another video from Cork, and as I said, the sun is out, so we're lucky. But that's all for here anyway, and today's video. So take care, God bless, and I'll talk to you all soon.